All right, listeners, get ready, because today we're jumping right into a future that's closer than you might think.
Oh, absolutely.
Remember that wild concept video, the one with flying cars and those water bottles that refill themselves?
Yeah.
That's exactly where we're headed in this deep dive. Upcoming innovations that'll blow your mind.
And it's amazing, really, how those sci-fi fantasies, they're becoming reality, like fast.
Yeah.
The lines are getting blurry between what we imagine and what we can actually create.
It's really incredible to see. And look, we're not just chatting about the latest gadgets here, but big fundamental changes. How we live, how we get around, even how we define luxury. And it all starts, you guessed it, up in the air.
Definitely. This whole idea of personal air mobility, it's not a pipe dream anymore. We're on the verge of something huge. Take the air car, for example.
Oh yeah, the air car.
Straight from Slovakia, this thing. It's basically a car, but with foldable wings.
Yeah.
And get this, it's powered by a BMW engine. The coolest part, it can transform. Goes from driving on the road to flying in the air in under 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Right.
Seriously.
It's,
That's faster than it takes me to make coffee in the morning.
it's wild, right?
And the real kicker is it's launching this year. This isn't some far-off future. This tech is practically here.
It really captures your imagination, doesn't it? Thinking we might be sharing the skies with these things soon.
It does make you wonder about the rules and regulations around it, though. Like, how do we keep everyone safe?
Absolutely. And let's be real, not everyone's got the budget for a flying BMW.
Exactly. Speaking of budgets, let's talk luxury, but on a whole other level. The celestial capsule. Now, this one, it's not about practicality.
Not so much, no.
This is pure extravagance.
Yeah.
We're talking gourmet meals at 15.5 miles above the Earth.
It really pushes the limits. Luxury travel meets sustainable technology. Imagine these capsules, right? They're the new cruise ships. Incredible views, eco-friendly, the whole package.
It makes you think, are we going to start booking vacations by altitude instead of destination? Okay, but let's come back down to Earth for a minute.
Sure.
Because innovation isn't always about, well, being fancy.
Right.
Sometimes it's about solving basic problems,
Yeah.
but in really smart ways.
Exactly. It's about those fundamental needs, but meeting them in groundbreaking ways.
Like the WaterGen RV system.
There you go.
That's a game changer for anyone who loves to explore.
For sure.
Imagine this, hitting the open road and never having to stress about finding drinkable water again.
It's incredible how it works, too. Basically extracts moisture from the air and boom, turns it into water you can drink.
That's wild, like having your own personal oasis no matter where you go. And hey, speaking of sustainable solutions for travel, have you heard about those Hitachi rail trains? The battery-powered ones?
Oh, yeah, those are something else.
100 miles an hour. On battery power.
It really challenges the idea that going green means sacrificing speed or efficiency.
It's pretty inspiring when you think about it.
Mm.
Flying cars, clean water straight from the air, eco-friendly trains that can fly. Seems like we're moving toward a future where sustainability is key. It's like we're entering this whole new era, where it's not just about, inventing stuff,
Yeah,
but how we're doing it, responsibly.
exactly. And some of these upcoming innovations, well, they almost feel like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Oh, I love that. The stuff where you're just like, wait, how is that even possible?
Huh.
So what's got you the most excited?
All right, get this. A hotel. But it never lands.
Hold on. What?
The nuclear-powered Sky Hotel, that's what they're calling it. This massive, luxurious airship, just always up in the air, powered by a nuclear reactor.
Okay, yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Straight out of a futuristic dream or something. Can you picture the view from a hotel that's constantly moving? Like you're circling the globe, a shopping mall up in the sky, a pool thousands of feet in the air. It's mind-blowing.
It's a pretty bold concept, I'll give them that, and it definitely raises some big questions.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the sheer scale of it, the energy source, obviously, even the social side of things, like what does it mean to have this incredibly luxurious experience that's just permanently in the air? It makes you really think about what we're ready for as a society.
Totally. It makes you stop and think about the ethics of it all. But even if this Sky Hotel stays a concept, it shows you what we're capable of. Like we can dream these things up and maybe even make them real, things that seem impossible.
Right. And for every invention that's pushing the limits of what we thought was possible, there are others that are focused on making everyday life better, especially for people facing challenges.
Now that's the kind of stuff that really gets me. Using technology to empower people,
Absolutely.
to make things more equal.
The Orcam My Pro is a great example of that.
Okay, what is that?
So it's this little device powered by AI, and it clips onto your eyeglasses. Basically, it acts as a visual aid. It can read text, recognize faces, tell you what products are, even announce the time.
Wow. So for someone who's visually impaired, that could be life-changing.
Exactly.
Imagine being able to navigate the world with so much more independence,
Yeah,
confidence, freedom. It's like technology is bridging that gap and creating a more inclusive world.
that's the goal. And it represents a bigger shift in assistive technology. It's not just about, making up for a disability anymore. It's about empowering people.
That's what's so exciting about this field.
Yeah.
It has the potential to really transform people's lives. It's funny, sometimes it's not the big flashy inventions that really change how we live. Sometimes it's the stuff we take for granted.
Like garbage.
Okay, what about it?
It's not glamorous, but it's essential.
So are we talking about those trash cans that finally sort our recycling for us? Because sign me up.
We're not quite there yet with the self-sorting, but the Metro Typhon system is pretty impressive.
What's that?
Imagine this. No more ugly trash cans, no more noisy garbage trucks. This system uses vacuum power to get rid of trash, sucks it right down into these underground tunnels.
Ooh. Okay, that's pretty cool. So it's like a futuristic trash system. What's the tech behind it?
It's actually simpler than you might think. They install these pipes underground, right? And then these powerful fans create suction. That pulls all the waste through the system to a central collection point.
And that's it. No more garbage trucks rumbling through the streets.
Nope. It cuts down on noise pollution, air pollution,
Hmm.
even improves hygiene because the waste is contained.
It's amazing. Something as simple as rethinking how we collect garbage can make such a difference in a city. It reminds you that innovation, it can come from anywhere. So I got to ask, for those of us who love a little adventure, what about us? What cool stuff is coming out for people who like to explore?
Speaking of unexpected innovations, how about a luxurious travel trailer?
Okay, I'm listening.
But here's the thing, this one expands.
Wait, what? Like it gets bigger?
Yeah, at the push of a button. They call it the Romoto. It's designed for, the modern adventurer, someone who wants comfort and, still wants to experience the outdoors.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What else?
It's got this really sleek, modern design, high-end finishes, and get this, a rotating mechanism.
A rotating mechanism. I am so in. Tell me more.
So that's what makes it really special. Let's say you find your campsite, right? You park, push a button, and the whole living area. It rotates outward.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it expands your living space and creates a big deck. Like having a high-tech cabin that transforms on wheels.
That's incredible. You had me at rotating. It sounds like the perfect mix of style and function. Luxury meets adventure. I can totally see myself on a road trip in one of those. It really makes you think about how our ideas of home and travel are changing. So with all this amazing tech, are we changing what home even means? Like, is it less about a place and more about a feeling, freedom, just possibilities?
It's a really interesting thought. As we break down those traditional ideas, work and play, home and away, we've got more choices than ever. The Romoto is a perfect example of that, a space that changes with you wherever you go.
It's definitely a far cry from those old clunky RVs, that's for sure.
Yeah,
This stuff makes you excited about the future.
I agree. And that's what makes these deep dives so fascinating. It's not just about the what, but the so what. How will this change our lives, our priorities, the world we're building?
Exactly. We can geek out about the cool designs and all the tech specs, but the real question is, what does it all mean? How are we actually living, working, connecting with each other?
And you never know, those little innovations, the ones that seem kind of ordinary, like a new way to collect garbage or a really cool camper, those can actually tell us a lot about how we're thinking and what we value.
It's a good reminder that progress isn't always predictable. Takes detours, surprises us, pops up in the most unexpected places.
Kind of like that concept video you shared, full of ideas that people were like, yeah, right, that'll never happen. And here we are, talking about them as if they're just around the corner.
Right. It's crazy. Makes you wonder what seems impossible today that we'll be talking about a few years from now.
Who knows, maybe you'll be the one inspiring the next deep dive with some groundbreaking idea.
Yeah, that's a challenge I can get behind. And on that note, a huge thank you to everyone for joining us on this incredible journey into the future.
It's been a blast. Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep innovating, and remember, the future is out there.
And don't forget to check out the show notes for links to all the amazing innovations we've talked about. See you next time.